world is spinning too fast. I'm fine that Nike shoes to keep myself tethered to the days I tried to lose. My mama said to slow down, you must make your own shoes. Stop dancing to the music, I've got gorillas in a happy mood. Keep my groove on. In the jungle, watching up.
I'm John Motson and welcome to this match. With a World Cup place at stake, we should see a battle to the death between Ukraine and Poland. Analysing this game with me today, Andy Gray.
Thanks, John. Well, in every department of the pitch, these two teams are very well matched. Any sign of weakness will be pounced upon here today.
The shot stopped en route to goal. Can he get the ball in? The ball intercepted. Rebrov. Shevchenko. They've scored! The goal again here then. The crowd sounding happy to say the least here. And that gets us off the mark nicely. 1-0 here. A bit lucky there. Good header. Voldok. Couldn't keep it. He's scored! Let's see the goal again then.
Well, they're coming to the boil nicely today. 2 quick goals, John.
Definitely. They're simply on fire now. How many more goals will they have in them? They're beginning to run away with this. It's 2-0 now. And cleared out of the box. Yes, nice ball. Blocks the header. Can he beat the keeper? Made the loose ball his, the keeper. A throw this time then. They've got the ball. Can he clear the ball away? Not taking any chances at the back. This is looking good, receiving the locked pass. Keeper in the right place. A stiff challenge that. Went in well there to win the tackle. Half-time and the score is 2-0. Plenty for you to digest there, Andy.
Well, they have had more chances in the first half, John, but more importantly, they've taken them.
An easy save there. That really was optimistic.
Well, you've got to admire his confidence, thinking he can score from that far out.
Collected at the back then. Nice ball. He's got that one and the keeper saves that header with some good handling.
Well, he's got a pair of the safest hands in the business.
This keeper is keeping hopes alive. Neat touch. A pause here then for a throw-in. Possession wasted from the throw. Swichewski. Loose ball picked up in the box. And the ball played clear. Truly. That'll be a throw-in. And that's given away. And he won't really trouble the keeper from that range. Goal kick taken then. And a free kick given by the referee. That's an intelligent run from his teammate. And the defender picking up the ball at the back. The ball collected in midfield. Yes, did well there, nice interception. Oh, great challenge to win the ball by the last man. That's the end and it's 2-0. This is John Motson and you join us now for this interesting World Cup qualifying game between
Poland and Belarus.
Looking at his notes and getting ready next to me is Andy Gray.
Thanks, John. Both teams will just love playing in front of this packed house. The touts were cashing in to the outside.
And a well-timed sliding tackle to dispossess him. Cross. Picked up at the back. A player breaking out from the crowd with a run. Loose ball collected in defence. Yes, good work from the defender. Wins the tackle there, good timing. A wasted cross there, no forwards able to get on the end of it. The ball cleared upfield. Oh, he's missed it. He must have taken his eye off the ball in that crucial split second.
Well, at least he had a go, John. It's worth the try.
Goal kick cleared away then. Couldn't hold on to it. Yes, good ball. Can't stop him. The shot not at all what he intended, and the ball soars way over the bar.
Well, that's the first shot of the game as well, John.
Goal kick taken then. So they have it in the middle of the pitch now. What options do they have? A pause here then for a throw-in. His teammates aren't happy at that poor tackle. Off the goalkeeper. Well played, the ball upfield. That's an intelligent run from his teammate. And that's out over the line for a throw-in. A good cross needed here. He's finished it! Here's a replay the defence won't want to watch.
Well, they turned defence into attack really well there.
Very true. They didn't waste any time there, did they? At the halfway point, it's 1-0. Sum that up for us, Andy. What do you think?
Well, I think both teams can be pleased with the first half efforts, John. They've both had about the same amount of chances.
Went in well there to win the tackle. Hits it away. Knocks the ball away with the sliding tackle. Good control. Out for a goal kick. And that's played back out by the keeper. Did well there, good header. A bit lucky there with the pass. Good sliding challenge. Wasn't near enough to get the ball there. Got down well to win the challenge. Switchewski. And picked up at the back. Nice pass. He wanted that ball. He takes delivery of that lob very well. Has a go from way out. Ball back in play then. Has a shot. Fantastic save. You can bank on this keeper.
Great save. Well, a slip fielder would have been proud of that.
Can they get a last-minute equaliser? Too easy. Was he even trying to score a goal?
Well, he's trying to immortalise himself, obviously. There's only a few players have managed to score from there in the game's history.
That's a good win for the manager. His players held on to the lead and did well to come away with victory here. All over here then. Hello, I'm John Motson and here's today's question. Who will be playing in the World Cup and who will be at home watching? Everyone wonders as we prepare for this game between
Poland and Wales.
Be stunned as words of wisdom flow forth from Andy Gray.
Thanks, John. These are perfect conditions for football. Both sets of players will be eager to get going tonight.
Cross. Good clean header. Hartson. Takes the ball as it comes down. Now what? Well up. A player in space. Can he get in the ball? Good ball and not held by the keeper.
Confident first touch for the keeper.
And the header wide of the mark.
Not a good first attempt for him, John.
Cleared away then. And two of them go up. Picked up at the back. Voldon. Loose ball collected in defence. Blake. Jenkins. Pembridge. Speed. That lob found its man. Savage. Dispossessed. And he finds the ball at his feet. Page. Olisadova. His teammate making himself available with that run. Speed. The referee about to blow for half-time here, and a bit of a stalemate so far. The referee ignoring them there as they came together. The first 45 minutes ends with the score at 0-0. How would you look back on the first half, Andy?
Well, the ball's been in midfield too much, John. If one of these teams wants to win this game, they'll have to get the ball forward a lot quicker for my liking.
Nice touch. Good tackle. These contests are so often won in midfield. Brought down on the chest. Oh, it's gone in! Let's see the goal again then. Quite a noise coming from the crowd here. We have the first goal of the day. It's 1-0. Page. Jenkins. Got down well to win the challenge. Loses it. Played away from the area. Getting into position for the pass. Hartson. Good tackle. Sheer determination won him that. Hartson. Couldn't keep it. Swieczewski. Quality long ball forward. Oh, what a fine football moment. A terrific header met with an equally terrific save.
Well, they don't call him safe hands from nothing.
The keeper is keeping the gap down to only a goal. He knows there's still hope. Loose ball picked up at the back. Trying to create some space for the pass. Collected at the back then. Cleared away safely. Played on. Oh, what a save. The shot was well over the speed limit, but the keeper put up an effective roadblock.
Great save. Well, a slip fielder would have been proud of that. No, this is the stuff of strikers' nightmares. Superb defending.
And it's over. A game of few goals, just one in fact, but the winners won't mind. It's 1-0. I'm John Motson and welcome to this match. With a World Cup place at stake, we should see a battle to the death between
Norway and Poland.
Hopefully providing some insight this afternoon will be Andy Gray.
Thanks, John. Well, in every department of the pitch, these two teams are very well matched. Any sign of weakness will be pounced upon here today.
Can he cross? And that's direct at the keeper. Oh, that was close. He'll be relieved to keep hold of that one. Cleared up the field then. Collected by the defender. Berg. That lob found its man. Has a go. Spectacular stuff. The keeper dived through the air and punched that one clear.
Well, it's nice to get a first shot in anyway, John.
Great corner. Back off the upright. Can he shoot? Just tipped away by the keeper.
Oh, that's a good stop, but he's still got to watch for the corner here.
Oh, he's got away with that. It was close to disaster, but his quick reactions kept that out.
Good save. They got it on target again, but the keeper wasn't to be beaten.
Straight at the keeper. They've scored here. And the replay now then.
About time too. With the amount of chances he's had, John, he had to score eventually.
Yeah, after the amount of shots he had, he was bound to score eventually.
That's opened up the scoring, 1-0. Can he score? Important tackle. And the header wide of the mark.
Oh, that was a shocking miss. It really was. Dear me.
The ball back in play then. Dispossessed. Hits the ball away. Not many goals this half with the score at 1-0. Plenty for you to digest there, Andy.
I think we'll have a very interesting second half in store, John. These two teams are so evenly balanced.
Played forward. That's the keeper's ball then. If he wants to cause problems, he'll need to work on his shooting.
A bit optimistic, that one, to say the least.
Knocked away. Got down well to win the challenge. Yes, found him in space there. Solskjaer hit the post, still in play. Oh, a close one. The ball just edging over the crossbar.
Well, all power and no precision. He knows he could have done better.
They can't afford to throw away chances like that. Collected at the back then. Danger averted. Good header. That's an intelligent run from his teammate. He takes delivery of that lob very well. That's beaten the keeper. Another look at the goal then. Quite a noise coming from the crowd here. And that doubles the scoreline here. It's now 2-0. They're making good progress up the field with that ball. Played away. This is looking good. Risic draws the foul and wins them a free kick. Anderson hits it away. Loose ball collected in midfield. Both players went up there. That's a great save, well held.
They still can't beat him.
And that's cleared away by the keeper. Stopped by the keeper. That's out for a corner and a real chance here. No danger thanks to the head. The final whistle blows and we have a final scoreline of 2-0.
Well, that's a very pleasing performance for the manager.
I'm John Motson and welcome to this match. With a World Cup place at stake, we should see a battle to the death between Poland and Armenia. He's back for another game. He must be doing something right. It's Andy Gray.
Thanks, John. Will the mouse roar? Or will the lion simply swat the mouse? Yes, I'm talking in animal metaphors, but I think you get the point I'm making. These two teams have an enormous golfing clash between them.
Well played, the ball upfield. And he's given it away, not a good throw. No risks taken there. Well up. Loses it. That's his. Can he feed his strikers? On his side to bet. The ball cleared away from the penalty area. That lob found its man. Got to the ball well with his head there. That's a great save, well held.
Well, good first touch for the keeper, John.
And that's cleared away by the keeper. They both went for the same ball. He's kept the ball ever so well. Hit the bar. Nothing left a chance there. Good vision there. Found an unmarked man. And plays it square. Goal! A replay of the goal here. As you can hear, the crowd enjoyed that. And that gets us off the mark nicely, 1-0 here. Nearly half-time here and not a lot in this. They're making progress through the air. At the halfway point, it's 1-0. Give us your thoughts on the first half, Andy.
There isn't much to choose between these two teams. Both have had as much of the ball as the other.
Good ball, managed to sneak it through. Nicely cleared. Loose ball collected in defence. Played away from the area. Loose ball picked up at the back. And they clear it away. Oh, look at that. Just over the crossbar, not a lot in it.
But the keeper hasn't had a save to make yet, John.
Played out by the keeper. Excellent ball. Trying to create some space for the pass. They're making good progress up the field with that ball. The ball collected in midfield. Picked up at the back. And that's out into touch. Fantastic save. You can bank on this keeper.
Well, this keeper's making it look all so easy. Lovely stuff.
The keeper trying to keep his side in the hunt. This is looking good, receiving the lob pass. That's back off the keeper. No, maybe he thought about it too much when he should have trusted his instinct. inches outside the post.
Oh, he's missed it. Well, that's a bit of a break for the keeper there, John.
It's clear they're not content just to sit on this lead.
And the keeper did well there. A great diving save to his left there, hanging onto the ball in the process.
Well, he wasn't going to drop that. That's good handling there by the keeper.
That's the full-time whistle then, and they've won here, managing to stay ahead when it counted and claim the victory. Hello and welcome, I'm John Motson. There's a very special atmosphere here for this World Cup qualifying game between Wales and Poland. He used to play the game, he should have something interesting to say. It's Andy Gray.
Oh, thanks, John. Both these teams are pretty well matched. And this game is going to be decided by who throws caution to the wind and gets the ball up front as quickly as possible. Quick football is what is needed. No dithering around with the ball.
Can he score? Blocks the shot. Well in. Throws down the shot. Knocks it long. Knocked away. Delaney. Blake. Oh, I like the look of this. Good lob. Savage. Nice touch. And that wasn't the intended receiver for the cross, surely. Got in well there and won it. Hartson. He's kept that out. Brilliant save. And by the way he punched that, I think the ball will have a black eye. Couldn't keep it. Page. Playing it around well here.
Get a grip, lads. Shocking stuff, this.
They've put it away! The manager's pleased with that. Let's look at the replay. Quite a noise coming from the crowd here.
They've edged in front with that goal. Swieczewski.
Not many goals this half with the score at 1-0. How would you look back on the first half, Andy?
Well, the ball's been in midfield too much, John. If one of these teams wants to win this game, they'll have to get the ball forward a lot quicker for my liking.
And a good pass, totally unmarked. Blocked it. Speed. Well played, the ball upfield. Can he play it in? Getting into position for the pass. Alisagova. Collected at the back then. Good block. Oh, it's in the net! Let's take another look at that.
He's only had one shot, John.
Spot on. He's on form today. One shot, one goal. He can be a real predator in front of goal. So the score's level, one each now then. Blake. Lets it go. He's got it. We see before us a very relieved keeper. And clears the ball away. Straight at the keeper. Quality reaction from the keeper. Oh, they went in hard together there. Nice tackle. Who's making a run for him? He takes delivery of that lob very well. Well up. Loose ball, picked up at the back. Hit the post, still in play. And sent clear from danger. Passed on then. And 90 minutes gets ever closer and the two teams still tied. A break here now for a throw. Well, there was nothing much to choose between these two teams here today, and the final score is a goal apiece. Hello and welcome, I'm John Motson. There's a very special atmosphere here for this World Cup qualifying game between
Armenia and Poland.
Looking at his notes and getting ready next to me is Andy Gray.
Thanks, John. One team is a lot stronger than the other, but the weaker team must get plenty of men forward to put them under pressure. They shouldn't be shy in coming forward.
Olisadebe. The ball brought back then for offside. Let's take a look at the replay of that decision. Swieczewski. Collected in the box. And strips him of the ball at the last chance. That lob found its man. And picked up at the back. That's an intelligent, and the move killed there, offside given. A replay of the offside then. Olisadebe. Kaito. And they've got it away. That's his. What next? How will they use the ball now? He's got the ball. Can he get it forward? Swieczewski. Passed on then, keeping the ball here. It's in! Let's have a look at that again then.
They really know how to move the ball around and make it count. Great stuff.
The ball finding its way somehow. Tries one. Oh, that was so close, but it's still a miss, unfortunately.
Well, that's the first shot they've had, John. Let's hope it gets better.
And sent clear by the keeper. At the halfway point, it's 1-0. Drum roll, please. It's Andy and his half-time thoughts.
Well, the strikers and defenders really haven't seen much of the ball. Spent most of its time in midfield. You need to look no further as to why we haven't seen many goals yet.
Can he get a shot in? No, it's gone wide. I thought for a second it had gone in, but no.
Oh, that's unlucky, John. Good effort.
Upfield then. Both players went up there. Kaito. Good header. His teammate looking for a pass with a run. He takes delivery of that lob very well. They've scored! The goal again here then. The crowd sounding happy to say the least here. They're further in front and it's now 2-0 here. This is looking good, receiving the lob pass. Last second tackle. And cleared out of the box. Rolled up. Well played. Swieczewski. Got the ball through, good pass. Couldn't hold on to it. Played away from the area. Rolled up. Good ball. Hits the ball away. His teammate making himself available with that run. Takes the ball as it comes down. Now what? And that's back off the line. Fires one. Tried for the top corner perhaps, but not close enough.
And trying to increase the lead late on.
Cleared away then. There's the whistle and they've won here. The fans leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces after that performance. Hi there, John Motson here. The road to the World Cup is a long and arduous journey. With that in mind, we get ready for this qualifying match between
Poland and Norway.
Just as excited about today's game is my co-commentator Andy Gray.
Oh, thanks, John. And the stadium is packed today. The crowd's already buzzing.
Headed forward. Reset. Berg. That lob found its man. Nice clearance. That's out for a throw. Egan. Swieczewski. A teammate runs ahead, crying out for a good pass. That's a goal! A replay of the goal here. The crowd sounding happy to say the least here. That's opened up the scoring, 1-0. This is looking good, receiving the lobbed pass. And the ball played clear. Collected by the defender. Tesson. Nicely cleared. Connected well with the head. Collects the ball nicely there. They put it away! Here's the replay.
Their manager couldn't have asked for anything more, John. What a sensational start.
Yes, true. That's the perfect start for them. I'm sure they'll be brimming with confidence now, Andy. Sit back and watch the goals. And the whistle goes for half-time. The score is 1-1. Drum roll, please. It's Andy and his half-time thoughts.
This is a very tight match. It's almost like a chess game, with each team feeling the other one out. Who's going to be the first to break away?
Oh, I like the look of this. Good lob. Against the bar. A pause for breath here then for a goal kick. Back into play from the keeper. Couldn't keep it. Takes the ball as it comes, and that's tipped away by the keeper. And safely into the hands of the keeper. Cleared up the field then. That's beaten the keeper. Let's see how close the keeper came there.
Well, they turned defence into attack really well there.
Very true. They were quick in moving forward there, certainly. And they've gone ahead by a single goal, 2-1 here. They're making progress through the air. They can't get the ball off him. He's looking to punish them for that. Keeper blocks it. Has to clear it. Cleared away from the box. Will he shoot? Swieczewski. He takes delivery of that lob very well. Plays it square then. Blocked the shot. And they've cleared the ball away. Good tackle. Can he get the ball to his forwards? Still time for an equaliser here as we approach full time. Yes, nice ball. Hardly any stoppage time being added on here. That's his. What next? That's a good win for the manager. His players held on to the lead and did well to come away with victory here. All over here then. I'm John Motson, and you join us on the long and winding road to the World Cup with this clash between Belarus and Poland. Looking at his notes and getting ready next to me is Andy Gray.
Thanks, John. Lovely night for football, with the sky being clear and the weather mild. Let's hope the players don't let us down.
Neat ball through. Nicely taken there. Now he's looking for options. And possession swings from one side to the other. Played forward, loses it. Can he put it away? Cleared from danger. Swichewski. Keeper in the right place. Laverick wins it on the flank. Knocks the ball away with the sliding tackle. Back off the upright. Played away from danger. Chested down then. Stop them. Hits the ball away. What a save. The diving keeper makes sure with a brilliant punch.
That's nice to get a first shot in anyway, John.
Goal! That'll make a good replay, I'm sure.
Good move. Finished it off well after the corner.
That's right. They work very hard on their corners. The old saying of practice makes perfect certainly applies here. Great stuff. We're off the mark with the score at 1-0. At the halfway point, it's 1-0. What did you make of all that, Andy?
Well, both teams are playing the ball well through midfield and finding the forwards to create scoring opportunities. It'll just take one mistake at the back, and that might be all that separates these two teams.
The ball played to the man in space. Keeping the ball here. Slid in to knock the ball away. Loses the ball. Trying to create some space for the pass. Collects the ball nicely there. Well done. And a moment of relief then. The ball played out into touch. Loose ball collected in defence. It's there! The replay here then.
Scored with his first shot, John.
Yes, true. He gobbled up that chance. The evidence is there that he can score goals for this team, that's for sure. It's all level here now at 1-1. Hits it away. That's a good piece of defending. Got a little lucky there. And the keeper got a touch on the header. Great stop. And that's off the post and out.
Keeper looks relieved there, John. He didn't want another strike to deal with so soon.
Still trying to find a winning goal.
Olisandro. Swachevsky.
Dispossessed. Danger averted. Good tackle. These contests are so often won in midfield. That's the end of the game. It all ends in a draw here.
Well, it is a bit of a shock result, John. They should have won this and...
I'm John Motson and we're almost ready to start. There can be no greater incentive than a place in the World Cup finals as we prepare for this game between
Poland and Ukraine.
Sitting patiently next to me awaiting the kick-off is my co-commentator for the game, Andy Gray.
Thanks, John. Well, with these two teams being so well matched, this game could be decided by who gets the first blow.
Got the ball through, good pass. Loses it. Rebrov. Got in well to kill the attack there.
Olisandro.
Trying to create some space for the pass.
Luzhny.
Nice clearance. That's a good header.
Cross. Swachevsky.
A break here now for a throw. And he's given it away, not a good throw. Hit the post! Didn't get close with that challenge. They're making progress through the air. Goal! Let's take a look how close the keeper was to keeping that out. And the crowd sounding very pleased here. We're off the mark with the score at 1-0.
Olisandro.
Yes! A replay of the goal here.
A quick equaliser. Just what they needed, John.
Yep, they were determined not to stay behind, and that quick goal puts them back on level terms.
And the whistle goes for half-time. The score is 1-1. Looking back at all we've seen, Andy?
They've had so much of the ball, but this game is still so close. There'll be a lot of frustration in the dressing room at half-time.
Shevchenko.
Yes, nice touch. Good passing here, building something perhaps. His teammate making himself available with that run. This is looking good, receiving the locked pass. The ball played away. Knocked away. Possession taken in midfield. And a well-timed sliding tackle to dispossess him. Oh, off the post.
Oh, that was so close to giving them the lead.
Cleared away then. Well played, headed on. Lets the ball go. Slid in to knock the ball away. Excellent ball. A free kick given for the tough challenge. Neither of them was willing to leave that. That's a good touch. That's a good piece of defending. He makes the lob his and looks what to do next. And played safely out then. Played forward. A touch from the keeper. Played away from the area. Good header. Cross. Neat touch.
Olisandro.
No one can accuse this side of ignoring their defensive responsibilities. Just look at all of them. Lovely tackle, brute force at its best. That's the end of the game, and it all ends in a draw here.
Yeah, not a lot between them, John, and I guess that shows in the score. Fair result, I think.
Thanks for your comments, Andy. Interesting as always.